Omid Scobie's hit job Endgame is carving an already widening wedge between the Sussexes and the palace, and the depictions of Kate and Meghan couldn't be more different. The Princess of Wales is portrayed as being cold and a Stepford-like royal wife compared to the Duchess of Sussex, who was a shimmering ornament in the royal family tree before she quit. But out in the real world, opinions are divided, so I wanted to find out who's Team Kate, who's Team Meghan, and here's what happened outside Buckingham Palace. Or Meghan?
Kate, there's only one person.
I don't know, Meghan, we've heard too much about her.
Depends who you ask, I don't really care.
Catherine, probably.
Okay,
Catherine, 100%.
Meghan.
Rare, why?
I just feel like a personality.
I don't know who they are.
What a nice life that must be for that chap at the end there. Never heard of him. Anyway, but who are you backing? Let me know your thoughts. Email me gbviews@gbnews.com, tweet me @gbnews, and while you're there, go and vote in our poll. I'll bring you those results. Well, to continue this debate, in the studio, I'm joined by GB News' very own Nana Acquia and esteemed journalist Nina Mishkov. Nana, I'll start with you. Who was better, do you think, for the royal family? Who's better in general, Kate or Meghan?
Well, it's obviously going to be Kate, isn't it? Clearly. And the reason why is because, as Omid Scobie's put in his book, Scooby-Doo, or whatever he is, in his book, what he said was that, they said people are saying that she's keen. Well, that's what you want, isn't it? You want someone who's keen to do the job. Why would you want somebody who doesn't want to do the job? That would be Meghan. She's no good. She doesn't want to do the job. So you want somebody who wants to learn, who, aspires to the people who are already in the royal family. The Queen appeared to love Kate. She gets on well with everybody. Why would you want somebody who's completely disruptive? If they want to go, let them go. She wanted to go. She wanted to go on a privacy tour. And, she ended up on Oprah.
I think you're Team Meghan, aren't you?
Yes, but I must say, I agree with you in that Kate is brilliant for the royal family.
Exactly.
She's wonderful, she's charming, she looks fabulous, she doesn't make a fuss, and that is why she is perfect for the royal family as it is today. It could be the 1950s, and what the royal family needs to do is to look to the future, because if you look at the statistics, 40% of Gen Z, that's the 15 to 24-year-olds, that's the future. Who cares what I think? I'm going to be off the planet, but, way before, anything major happens. Gen Z, 40% of them do not want a monarchy. And they are the people who can't, because they're taking...
It starts like that, doesn't it? Because if you do anything, you'll notice that the older the people get, the more they become attached to the tradition of the monarchy. OK, so as people get older, they will warm to the traditions that they had, and those are the Gen Z that you're talking about. My daughter, now, she's 14, she loves Kate. She thinks Kate is fantastic, and Kate and William have already shown that they are ready to adapt with the times and move, and they have. They
haven't adapted.
Yes,
What good did Meghan do for the royal family?
This quote came from a panel discussion, and the moment it hit the internet, boom. You could feel the tension. Meghan praised. Kate dismissed. Royal loyalists triggered. The key line, Meghan has charisma. Kate does not. Now, whether you agree or not, one thing is clear. That kind of comparison cuts deep, especially in a world where both women are constantly pitted against each other. Let's talk Meghan for a sec. Whether you're a fan or a critic, you can't deny the woman has presence. She walks into a room, she owns it. She speaks and people listen. That's charisma. That's polish. That's training, even. She's been in front of cameras for years. She knows how to deliver a message. For some, that's inspiring. For others, it reads as too Hollywood. But either way, she's got a strong aura.
The difference between Kate and Meghan is that Kate is very much, she's like a cardboard cutout. She is the perfect royal. She was like she was when they made that, she and William made that disastrous tour of the Caribbean. There they were in that Jeep. They could have been there 50 years before, and it was a complete disaster. Now, Meghan has charisma. Kate does not. The press have tried for 5 years, for 5-6 years, they have tried and tried to make Kate every day in the press. She's beautiful, she's this, she wears Zara earrings. They've tried very, very hard to make her into somebody like Diana, and she's not. The thing about Meghan is she's the same as the people. Like this country, she's multicultural. She is.
So is Kate. No, just because she's mixed race.
She's made her own living.
Look. The bottom line is that people like tradition, and we like tradition, and people do enjoy that, and that's one of the things.
Older people
one
do,
of the
Meghan.
things. One of the things that people like about that is the continuity of the monarchy and the consistency of it. And so you may say older people like it, but my daughter, she's a teenager, she loves that consistency. Now, Meghan was disruptive for the royal family, and it hasn't worked out. We don't want somebody like that dealing with the royal family.
You say young people support Meghan.
No, they don't. And you know what, Nina?
Your daughter...
What will it take for you to finally accept that Meghan really is not right for the royal family? Seriously, you even said that you agree with her. She went on Oprah, she lied. We all know they lied about racism. There was 17 clear inconsistencies.
This is going over old ground, and we know that this.
Relevant then?
Well, it is relevant. That's why she's not. That's why she's not.
I mean, what are the such terrible things that she said? But listen, let me just say to you, Meghan is somebody that we can actually look up to as a woman. Kate has never. Kate.
Well, what do you look up to?
Look, because when she was 11 years old, she changed Procter and Gamble's.
That's not even true.
It is
the
true.
Story is the dad retold the story in the correct way.
You believe that, father?
And that's what makes her polarizing. People either gravitate toward her or reject her completely. Now let's flip it. Kate Middleton, or should I say Princess of Wales, is the definition of regal. She's elegant, poised, rarely controversial. She's what the royal family wants you to see. Calm, collected, controlled. But to some, that comes off as bland. Too quiet, too traditional, lacking spark. So when someone says, Kate has no charisma, what they might really mean is, she doesn't make headlines. She doesn't break rules. She stays in the box. But is that fair? Does charisma have to be loud and camera-ready? Or is grace under pressure its own kind of power? Here's the real issue. Why are we still putting these two women in a boxing ring?
Procter and Gamble changed an ad for soap because Meghan wrote as an 11-year-old.
With respect, Nina, look,
you laugh, but she supported women. In 2015, she made a speech at the United Nations. Now, what has Kate done? What has Kate done? She was a daughter of a millionaire.
We can't keep going.
A daughter of a millionaire. She had a 3-day job in Jigsaw. She's never done a day's work in her life.
You can't keep going backwards on what she did when she was 11 and 15. I'm looking at what Meghan's doing now. What will it take, Nina, for you to accept that Meghan, first of all, she has lied consistently. Her and Harry are no good for the monarchy.
Consistently.
No, hold on a minute. They said there was a racist in the royal family, and then it turns out that apparently on Scabies' book there are two. But yet, when Harry was talking to that Bradbury man on ITV, he then said racism. What racism? Oh no, it was unconscious bias. And then
it may be unconscious bias. But
but
Meghan did not use the word racism. This is going back to that. You are actually rewriting history.
Let me change tack a bit here. We'll talk about the charity work, right? So yeah, you've got Kate, especially out there doing her duty.
They found her a decent charity.
She's the patron of absolutely loads
of course, because that comes with the job. That comes with the job.
Why is it always Meghan versus Kate? Why can't one be charismatic and the other be graceful and both be valuable? It's exhausting, but also it sells. And that's why it keeps happening. So here's my take. Yes, Meghan has charisma. That's a fact. Yes, Kate has grace and discipline. Also a fact. But are they playing the same game? Not even close. Meghan operates like a public figure, a celebrity, a brand. Kate operates like a future queen. Her power is in restraint. They are very different women. And maybe, just maybe, that's okay.
Meghan left to go.
She did a brilliant work with the Grenfell Tower. So the women, she helped produce the cookbook. She helped women who were out of the work.
She went to the tower and she did a bit of hugging, and then
what about the cookbook?
The cookbook was probably written by lots of other people with their recipes in there.
Oh, come on.
So
you are such a cynic. You are such a cynic.
I'm not a cynic. I'm just looking at what I've seen of her.
You have been brainwashed by the press.
I think you have, Nina.
No, I haven't.
You know what? Even Iman Ayton, who's a Black Lives Matter activist, said that they've lied and she couldn't...
Not lying.
Even she couldn't support them anymore.
Meghan created her own career.
Nina,
don't you be so patronising.
We're running out of people who support these people.
OK, all right. OK, all right. Well, who do you agree with? As Omid Scobie brands the Princess of Wales cold and coachable, Who was better for the royal family, Kate or Meghan? Simon on Twitter says it's not rocket science. Kate has more class and decorum. There's a couple of other these as well. Minza on Twitter says Meghan should have been better for the royal family, but they never let her. So there you go. A slight range of views there. Now, 95% of you agree that Kate is better for the royal family, while 5% of you say that Meghan is. Thank you for taking part in the poll.
But what do you think? Is it fair to say Kate lacks charisma? Or is Meghan's style just more loud, in a way that draws attention? Let me know in the comments. And remember, this isn't a war. It's a conversation. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more unfiltered royal commentary, and drop a comment below. Who do you think commands more respect, Meghan or Kate? Or is it time we stop comparing entirely? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.